What's up guys, Matt back again with another unboxing video, and today we're going to be reviewing the Masterlise Sabo from Ichiban Kuji, One Piece Revolutionary Flame. Before we dive into the video, please remember to subscribe and hit the bell, like the video, comment your thoughts down below for us to discuss, follow me on my socials, and consider becoming a YouTube member to enter into our monthly giveaways and Discord server so our community can help you on your Dragon Ball figure collecting journey. This figure is based on Sabo from One Piece. Sabo seems based on this illustration of him from the manga. This is an Ichiban Kuji release, and if you'd like to learn more about Ichiban Kuji, please watch the video in my description below once you finish this one. This figure sells for an average price of $55 US on the market. If you're interested in buying the figure for cheap, then use my discount code Peaches24 at bashmancollectibles.com to get 10% off of your first order and 5% off of every future order afterwards. This figure was released on February 23rd, 2024 in Japan, along with the rest of the Ichiban Kuji set. The Ichiban Kuji set consists of Monkey D. Dragon, Sabo, Koala, and the last one prize, Monkey D. Dragon. Sabo stands at about 10 inches tall, weighs 1 pound 4.6 ounces in box, weighs 12.2 ounces on his own, and the figure comes whole with his support. It's Sabo time, y'all. The second in command of the Revolutionary Army. I already messed it up. I'm just really excited to talk about this thing, dude. This figure is so cool. So I have a lot of thoughts to share on him. So let's just dive right in. Let's not take any longer. Sabo, like I just said, he is the second in command of the Revolutionary Army, only behind Monkey D. Dragon. So he just means so much to the series. He's a really important character at this point. You know, he's the sworn brother of maybe I shouldn't spoil that, but he's the sworn brother of a very important character in the show. And you know, he's just super cool. He has an amazing devil fruit power as well. And it's kind of like the cool power, like characters who always have this type of power in these elemental type of shows. They always have the cool power. But yeah, Sabo's just a very cool character. His backstory is very cool. So seeing him as one of the only few Masterlise, especially after we've gotten so many Luffy and Trafalgar Law figures in Masterlise, and Zoro and Sanji, you know, I would love to see more Sabo. He has a couple out there, but this is a brand new look for him instead of the other ones that we've seen. So I'm going to give the character choice a 5 out of 5. Very happy with the decision to proceed with Sabo for the Revolutionary Army, because of course you can't have a Revolutionary Army Kuji without this boy. The likeness is fantastic. They got everything so right here, from the scar on his face, how they did his eyes. It just looks, you know, so perfectly aligned with the style of One Piece. He looks like he's been ripped straight from the anime and manga, which is just a nice touch. They sculpted his little smile on there, and his nose is perfectly done. His proportions, just an excellent job at all angles. I can't find anything wrong. And you know what? It's probably pretty hard to mess up One Piece figures' likenesses, even though we have seen it happen a lot. You know, they're very cartoony looking characters with Oda's style. So it's just like, how can you mess this up? It's probably so much easier to do than some people think. Or maybe I'm just ignorant. I don't know, but they did a great job. His likeness is a 5 out of 5. Sculpt quality is really good, dude. Bandai's getting really good at making these clear support for Masterlise, man. Like, they're starting to show off, like we've seen in Dragon Ball with Goku and Battle for the Universe being able to float and stuff. So they're doing pretty good. I like the quality of this thing and how firm it is on Sabo while not being super big. And of course, Sabo's outfit is so well sculpted, from the buttons on his shirt that you can actually feel him pulling and tugging at his own glove, and it just looks perfectly done. The waviness of all of his hair, and of course his coat, dude. His coat looks so awesome just hanging off on him. So sculpt quality is fantastic. It is a 5 out of 5. And paint and shading is also pretty good. He is one of the brighter figures in the set, but you get plenty of shading on him. There's shading all over his pants. Really good mixtures of grays and blacks there. Even his shirt, I guess you would call it a shirt. It's kind of a coat in itself, but it's got blues and blacks mixed in there very nicely. They made the metallic parts of things like his belt have a little bit of a metallic coating to it, so that's really cool. And his coat, dude, looks really well done. Lots of good shading techniques here. It just looks really good. There's like some light blues thrown in there to make it pop. Like, very well done. And I think there's even some shading in his hair. Some like blacks and dark and light yellows. Yeah, they did awesome with Sabo. His paint and shading is a 5 out of 5. And his size and scale, like I said before, this is one of my very few one-piece figures now in my collection. So I will be expanding so I can do better comparisons and see how they all compare within Masterlise. But he is sized really nicely. 10 inches. He's the second tallest in the set. I think he's a great size. Sabo, most characters in One Piece are more or less the same height, at least after the time skip. I mean, I can't really think of how much they differ in size besides characters like Frankie and Brook. But 10 inches is a great size for our boy. So I'm going to give his size and scale a 5 out of 5. I'm pretty blown away so far with this Ichiban Kuji. It is short and sweet, but you know what? Some of my favorite Ichiban Kuji are short and sweet. So Sabo definitely falls into that category. This is a magnificent figure. Definitely the best Sabo figure that I've ever owned or seen. So I'm going to walk away and give our boy a 5 out of 5. Thank you all again for watching today's video. But before we move on to the upcoming giveaways this month, I'd like to mention my new merch that's launched. We've got shirts, hoodies, mugs, and more. If you want to support me a bit further and rock some of the merch on the channel, please check out the shop tab on my channel. But until the next video, guys, I will see you all later.